Hey everybody, Questwise here, and we're part number 5 of the Road to the Palladium Open House Lore of the Megaverse series. Today we're going to talk about rifts, and we're going to talk, glare, and we're going to talk about rifts, chaos, earth, and more specifically we're going to talk about technology in rifts and the rifts universe. Let's first start off with the types of technology that are out there, the types of technology that rifts encompasses. Now, if you don't know anything about rifts, I've done a series on, or I've done a video on rifts. Pop back in the catalog and take a look at it. But basically, in a nutshell, rifts is a role-playing game which encompasses post-apocalyptic adventure with a mixture of technology, high technology, supernatural, magic, psionics, fantasy. If you want it, it's in there. It's in rifts, and you can find it, and you can and play it, and it's all encompassing, amazing role playing game. But today, what we're going to focus on is technology, and the types of technology that have sort of been birthed in the rifts universe, and what their place is in the universe itself. First one I want to talk about are glitter boys. This is the iconic kind of picture that we see here in Rifts, Chaos, Earth. First thing I think of when I think of rifts is the glitter boy technology. Let me get rid of this right here. That was the iconic sort of artwork that really drew me to rifts instantly. Was the glitter boy, the idea of a giant robotic powered armored suit that encompassed an arsenal of different weapons and was basically an army in one suit, in one body. And glitter boy technology was sort of born out of Rifts, Chaos, Earth before the apocalypse ever really took place, and was used by several different governments and such. Now, glitter boy is about a 10 to 12 foot tall, reflectively armored powered suit. That's important because, and that's where they get the term glitter boy from, is the fact that it's highly mirrored, polished surface, which is resistant to laser technology. So it there in itself sort of like reduced the effectiveness of other enemies' laser technology, and that this would reduce most of the damage, if not all of it, when fired upon it. So you had to use more traditional weapons like explosives and missiles and ideas like that to take down the glitter boy. The technology of having sort of a powered armored suit, and we'll go a little bit more into that later in the video as well too, is an amazing thought. Is a kind of an amazing technology that even in our today's world, we're slowly starting to get a grasp of. But in the Rifts universe, they've perfected it, and that these suits are amazingly powerful and effective. They're fast. They contain life and life support capabilities, so that they can be used on extended missions. They can be used in space. They can be used underwater. They sport one of the largest weapons in the game, called the boom gun, which is this gun that rests on the shoulder, that when fired creates a sonic boom, and has so much firepower behind it that the suit itself needs to pylon itself into the ground, so that it stops it from being knocked over when this gun goes off. So we've got glitter boy technology, and I think it's a very iconic sort of technology to focus on first in our discussion about technology in the Rifts universe. The second thing I want to talk about specifically is juicer technology. Now, juicer technology is interesting, and it is sort of it's in the Rifts universe. It's a little bit more common, but I guess in today's society we would kind of see that as sort of being sort of taboo and a little bit risque. Juicer technology, if you don't know, is the injection of drugs into a body to make a person faster and stronger and smarter and all things super soldier, basically. Juicer technology is a harness that is worn on the body, and when activated, whether sometimes a punch to the chest or an activated button, injects the body with a cocktail of different drugs. which speeds up the juicer's metabolism, his muscle structure, everything. It makes them uh, invariably amazing warriors. The drawback to juicer technology is that it shortens the lifespan of the person significantly. And that makes a lot of sense because, having a cocktail of drugs injected into your body on a regular basis, while at the time sort of enhances you, over time will completely degenerate your body and will destroy your everything, basically. So the juicier lifespan is very, very short. But the technology of sort of like having this harness that injects a cocktail of drugs into your body to make you sort of a super soldier is a unique one, first, and second, an interesting idea, because we see that sort of in our modern world with people who, on cocaine and meth and stuff, and they have these they kind of go insane. And that's one of the other things that can happen as well too, is that there's a possibility that juicers could survive the sort of detoxification process, but there's also a chance that they could become crazies, which is a completely another class in the book as well too, where their mind is sort of shattered, and they have a whole new set of problems and powers in the Rifts universe. So juicers is our second technology. The idea of injecting your body with a cocktail of drugs in order to gain super soldier status. Number 3 is the powered armored tech. We talked about this before a little bit with the Glitter Boy, but more specifically, the Coalition uses this a lot with Samus power armor, this sort of jetpack powered armor technology. We get it throughout a lot of the different companies throughout the Rifts universe, including a variety of different powered armored suits, and being everything from like man-sized powered armor suits to giant, massive, towering powered armored suits that the size of a building and such. The idea of taking an armored suit that is powered by a human body, a single human entity, is a fascinating one. I think it's a very cool idea. It's a very cool technology. It definitely ramps up the militaristic aspect of the game as well too. And again, if you want to watch my video on Rifts and why I support Rifts and why I still think it's a fantastic game, there's this idea of power creep in the game, and the idea of if you're wearing a giant armored powered suit, and you're facing off against some city rats, you obviously have a huge major advantage over those kind of people. But it's really the story that you're telling, and the way that you tell the story is how that keeps all these sort of technologies in check. And I think that, like, if you're going to be using lots of powered armor suits in your game, you're going to be telling more of a sort of higher military type story than you would as if you were doing sort of a city rat based sort of adventure campaign and stuff as well. But the idea of powered armored suits and technology of that aspect is kind of amazing. It kind of is interesting in the fact that you have a technology that can harbor a variety of an arsenal of different weapons, and at the same time sort of be controlled by one individual human person body as well. So our next technology we want to talk about is robotic technology. Now, not powered armored suits, but more like the Coalition, in that they use their Skelebot technology, sort of an artificial intelligent, completely robotic technology. And with the idea of reducing human casualties by using robotic technology. Now, the downfall of this technology is that while they are to some degree artificially intelligent, they're only programmed to do certain skills and certain skill sets and programs, and so they're sort of like intelligence is sort of limited in that aspect as well too. So they're going to be created for military type purposes or scouting type purposes. They're not going to be able to do a full range of human intelligent aspects or activities. So you got completely robotic technology. The next one I'll talk about is cybernetic technology. This one is one of my favorites. This one's something, in fact, I just read a book not too long ago called Homo Deus, and it's about the future of technology, the next level of humanity, and the idea that we might be integrating technology into our bodies, and that be everything from like robotic or cybernetic arms that are controlled by our brain power, legs, cybernetic internal organs, eyes, enhancing our sight and stuff as well. So I've always been kind of drawn to the Borg class, and the full conversion Borg, where basically you replace your entire body with cybernetic technology. Now, the other cool thing about this, as far as like gameplay goes, is that you can incorporate into your body, hidden weapons or attached on weapons, hard points where you can change in and out, connect weapons and stuff, be it melee weapons or ranged weapons. So cybernetic technology has a lot of potential in Rifts as well too, if you're playing that as well. And finally, the last one I want to talk about is Techno wizardry, which is kind of a strange blend of technology and magic. I'll probably do a video series on this class later, but the Techno Wizard is a very, very interesting twist on the technology aspect. You're taking technological aspects, you're taking technological items like weapons and gear and vehicles and stuff, but you're interacting with them through magic. You're using magic spells and magic technology, or magical knowledge to power these technological devices. So very, very interesting. If you get a chance to check that out as well too, Techno Wizard Technology is also a very, very interesting aspect of the Rifts universe. So there's a kind of a quick rundown of the different types of technology that are prevalent in Rifts universe. I'm sure I've missed a few, and if I have, please let me know what ones I've missed down in the notes below. I'd love to start a conversation with you about technology in the Rifts universe. That's what's great about Rifts itself, is that there's a space for you to play any type of game in there as well too. If you want to run a high-tech sort of campaign or adventure, there's that possibility. If you want to run a more magic-based fantasy type aspect, there's that available as well too. If you want more supernatural-based aspects, all of that's in there as well too. So because this is part 5 of the lore of the Megaverse and part of the road to the Palladium Open House, and as of this filming, folks, we are literally 3 weeks away from the Palladium Open House. I know it's coming up so fast, and it's coming up amazingly quick, and I can't wait. I'm so excited about meeting up with some friends there, meeting up with some new folks and stuff there as well too, and getting some games in and seeing the complete plethora of the birth of everything Palladium Books has to offer. If you can't make it there, if you ever get a chance to in the future, please do so. If you can't make it this year, I'm going to try to do some videos from, be live videos or some recorded stuff actually right there from Palladium Open House, so maybe you can kind of live vicariously through some of us that are going there. But because of that, we have that contest still going on, and so we're on part 5 of that currently right now. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the contest, well, I'm going to give you part of a phrase, and if you watch all the videos in this series, if you link those phrases together, you can tell me what the phrase is and what it refers to in the whole Palladium Megaverse itself. I will give one prize package to a lucky viewer of the channel, as well as a prize package to somebody who is at the Palladium Open House as well. So part 5 of the phrase is "so did man." So did man. SODIDMAN. So did man. And if you want the rest of those, go back and watch the other videos to start to put this phrase together. And I believe in video 1, I give a better explanation of how the whole contest is going to work. But there'll be 2 prize packages. What those are going to encompass so far, a variety of different things. Probably some Quest-wise swag, as well as a Palladium Books t-shirt, and probably a plethora of other stuff. But there'll be 2 price packages, one for viewers of the channel, and then a second one for anybody, or for one person who comes to the Palladium Open House as well too. So everybody, thank you for watching today. Thank you for checking out the technology of the Rifts Megaverse. And as always, be kind to one another. Be kind to one another. Game on, and we're out.